I had food arriving.
I can't afford it.
No. Have you seen this body? Oh,
Hello, everyone.
I have, in fact, seen your body.
You might have viewers who are hearing that, and you're married. For shame, mister. For shame.
No, I'm more for fun.
Wait, Dave has shame?
Lots of shame. See?
That's news to me. Oh my god, your hair's not green.
Nah, this is yarn.
I was gonna say something, but that might have been construed as racist, so.
Hi, viewer.
Wait, we actually have a viewer.
We have a viewer.
It's a shame you can't chat with him.
Welcome to Bullshit Central, viewer.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
All right, well, we have a viewer, so let's actually do this. Mike, you want to recap us?
Depends on whether or not I remember what actually happened last session.
Phew, and they sign out.
Yeah.
I told you, it's just me.
Well, you never gave me a link to the previous episode, so I couldn't do a quick watch to see what happened. That's why I actually remembered stuff the last game.
One viewer now.
Yep. I know it wouldn't take long. We'll get rid of them all.
And then we've got rid of them all.
Nice.
Oh.
My job here is complete.
Let's go home.
And the episode. We got rid of all of them. Alright, if memory serves.
Okay, so do you want to recap?
Sure. I'll recap because I actually remember what happened.
We lost the viewer.
I remember where we ended. I just don't remember what happened before that.
Yeah, in the aftermath of the bank heist, we started talking to the detective. Well, we detained 2 of the 3 people. We started talking to the detective and found out that there was a simultaneous heist at a nearby museum. We pieced together that they were actually stealing artifacts based around the 4 Greek elements: earth, wind, water, fire. And we also located 2 of Blink's homes. Managed to...
In Russia.
In Russia, yes. We managed to get some intel from the house, or one of the houses in Russia, and we left off on a cliffhanger, didn't we?
We did. We ended up going back to the houses to check and see if there was anything that we were missing, and we reported it to the police officer, and we found out about the 2 heists. The second heists.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was all before last episode.
Was it? I thought that was all in the last episode. We found out about the first heist before that, and then the last episode we found out about the second heist, and then I remember Extrin going back to at least one of the Russian houses. Actually, that was the episode before. But we did find the second heist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, I think, spent most of the last session searching the second, the third. I thought it was the second robbery site was a private collection.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys spent a lot of time tracking Blink's movements because she didn't do it the same way she did the other robbery.
Yeah, she seemed to be rushed, right?
Right. She was rushed. She actually got caught on camera at one point, and we found out that she could open a portal that she could reach through and grab something.
All right. And we ended with a attempted break with an attack on the convoy carrying Frey and the demon to Black Mountain.
Yeah, and wasn't it like elemental golems?
Yeah, there were 12 elemental golems, 3 of each elemental type, attacking the convoy when you guys ported in.
Okay, and yeah, we were picking up with that, right?
Yep.
All right, so do you want to recap it real quick to make it sound all cohesive?
Me make things sound cohesive? We're fucked. Alright.
We can have him do that at the end to save on time.
What?
You can recap at the end and just have it edited in the beginning.
I'll forget by then.
My hair's all goofy.
Okay, well, you can recap after you listen to the audio from the last episode. How about that?
Nah, I think I can recap now.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Brain might be working finally.
Okay.
Last episode, after locating Blink's homes in 2 of Blink's homes in Russia, the team was called to a second robbery site. I really gotta remember this shit.
It was the guy's house.
Yeah, it was a private collection that was occasionally open to the public, where a ring matching the elemental theme that seemed to be going with these robberies, the Aqua Ring. The group went to the house to investigate, found that Blink appeared to be rushed. This was not nearly as smooth or as clean a robbery as before. They managed to track her movements through the house, learned that she'd been caught on camera, and also that she had the ability to open portals between herself and other areas in order to steal the artifacts without actually having to physically make contact with their holding cases. While discussing the new information with Lieutenant Dobson, a call came in that an attack was being performed on the convoy carrying Blink's compatriots from the first robbery, Frey and the Demon. And the party quickly responded to this by porting to the site to find approximately 12 elemental creatures, an equal balance of 3 elements, 3 of each elementals, attacking the convoy.
Okay. Oh, one other thing that we talked about. Uh, we have a working theory on how Blink's powers might work.
Right. You guys managed to locate a third and possible fourth target for her to rob, and with Dobson's help, you managed to set up a possible barrier to prevent her from teleporting in. At the very least, it worked on Flux. He got in, he couldn't get back out with teleportation.
Yeah, the problem was I could just walk out and then teleport.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I almost forgot about that. Good call.
are we on the highway or where are we?
You appear to be on some kind of backcountry road.
Uh-huh.
Now, as I set up the scene, I don't remember exactly where we stopped, but as you guys teleport in, you see a convoy of 3 unmarked SUVs under attack by elemental creatures. A quick look shows you that there appears to be 3 of each type: 3 earth golems, 3 air golems, 3 fire golems, 3 water golems. They are spread out in the area. They appear to be attacking in a concerted effort, preventing the vehicles from moving ahead, while slowly destroying the vehicles, while the plainclothes soldiers appear to be fighting back with minimal effect.
Okay. Well, I think the we better jump in and help them.
Um, before anything happens, I need everyone to give me a sense plus perception roll.
Oh no, people get to see me math. That's it, I'm fired. You can't game anymore, Krista.
It's going to be okay.
If it's any worse than my recapping skills, I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, wait, it's over here. Is this it? That's it.
That's it.
I'm clicking it.
Pulling up the dice roller. Rolling the dice.
14. 14 and no sixes.
That's a great starting roll. You gotta get the bad rolls out of your system.
That's right. Just knock them out.
Maybe this will. It seems to run like just an entire game. Like, one game will be, mediocre rolls, and then the next 3 will be the worst rolls of my life. Like, I didn't know that was possible rolls.
All right, AFK real quick.
Pizza! Podcasting with the fatty fatties.
So we rolled initiative?
Sense plus perception.
Sense plus perception. Oh, excuse me. Sense is 8. Perception is 10. Is 18. Plus 3 dice, and I rolled a 10. So 28.
I have no clue.
I'll support you, honey.
You're not funny.
Am I not?
No.
It was being serious. I'll let you know who did watch that. On the screen. I'll let you know who did watch. For like 10 seconds.
Oh, Chip.
Pew! He knows it's me! Abort! Abort!
I'll edit your name out. Sorry.
Excuse me, Mama. I forgot to pay my mom's bill.
I'm hungry.
The Crystal story.
I want another pizza.
What, like right now?
So what if I do?
I can't make one at the moment.
Oh.
Instead of hitting the mute button, I hit the hang up button.
Huh?
Instead of hitting mute, I hit unmute to hit. Instead of hitting the button to unmute myself, I hit the hang up button.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Genius.
Party foul.
Yep. I'm good.
Alright, well,
Let's fuck shit up.
Lex has got a 30 with 1-6, and it looks like Savant's got a 28 with 1-6.
Let's fuck shit up. Last.
Alright, so X-Gen's the only one who doesn't hear the music.
Doesn't he?
What, Flight of the Bumblebee?
No, there's... You both can lightly hear over the sounds of shouts, fire, and earth smashing into metal, the sound of somebody playing music.
Like Calliope music?
No, it sounds kind of classical. Dave might be suspicious.
What you did there, I see it.
Don't know what you're talking about, Dave.
I guess my ears are too advanced to hear this old ass. I'm just kidding.
Does either Savant or Flux have any kind of musical knowledge?
No, except for say they probably listened to more older stuff back then, so.
Does it specifically have to do with classical music?
Any kind of knowledge of music. I mean, if you have any knowledge of classical music, that still works.
Classical, like, Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Well, Fox has 1972 to 1983 pop culture, but unfortunately, Rock Me Amadeus did not come out until 1985, so he has not heard that song.
What about the "Oh Baby You"?
Not Biz Markie.
Didn't he use a classical? He sampled a classical song, or not? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is not Destiny where they could listen to Led Zeppelin
I
and
was
call that classical music.
All right, so none of you recognize the music, but the two of you do hear music. Biz Markie is not on the battlefield.
Okay, and what kind of... So is it like an orchestral thing, or is it like a... What?
It appears to be a single instrument.
What kind of instrument?
Like a theremin?
Or is it theremin more of a 60s, 70s thing?
I guess so.
No, they do 7 to 50 with the horror films.
Any Hoozles, what kind of instrument, like he said? Sorry, didn't mean to distract.
That's what I was asking, if you had any kind of musical. But you made a pretty good perception roll, so I'll give this one to you. It appears to be a flute of some kind.
Well, there's a world of difference between, say, a flute and a violin.
I know.
Or a piano.
Now there's a supervillain for you. Somebody who carries around a piano with them.
Oh no, even better if it's one of those like guitars.
There is, in fact, a villain who carried a guitar.
Sweet.
And was opposed by a hero that used a guitar.
Oh.
And played country music to her 80s new wave.
Oh.
Both of those are so sad.
I was hoping he had one of those, the little mini piano that you blow into. What is that? It's like a keyboard you blow into. What is that called?
Harmonica?
Is that what? No, the keyboard that you blow into.
I've never heard of a keyboard you blow into.
Our viewer says they want to see Biz Markie on the battlefield.
See, he's a great villain. He's up there with Tone Loc. The lizard and...
I try to bring a little classical music into the game. What do I get? Calls for Biz Markie.
Well, what can we say, but you've got what they need. Alright, so we hear this flute.
I hate you so much. Alright, I know where the first attack's going.
Alright, so we're on a rural road. There are 3 elementals, one of each type. And there is is it an armored truck? What does that look like?
Looking at it, they look like unmarked SUVs, but based on the damage they're taking, they are obviously have been built from the ground up with armor.
So these are more like shield SUVs, not Joe's car lot SUVs.
They're armored vehicles.
Yeah, these are very high. These are high quality, high tech vehicles made to look like normal SUVs.
Gotcha. No, just a life model decoy of Samuel L. Jackson.
Is that why it keeps getting pulled over?
Ah, that's racist. As a white person, I am offended on Samuel L. Jackson's behalf.
There goes the Men in Black. All right.
Any Hoozles. Well, since I don't... Wait, so the music is coming from the SUVs?
Yeah, where
The
is...
music is coming from somewhere.
Can I pinpoint that with my awesome perception roll?
No.
Someone tell me that they hear music?
Do you guys hear that?
I hear nothing except for a high-pitched drone.
Oh, you're sick from a teleportation sickness.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's why you don't hear it.
Gives me a bad case of the winds.
Or the wines.
Oh.
All right, yeah. Can I put a direction to that?
No, due to the combat in the area near to you.
Okay.
The lone flutist is hard to locate.
I mean, you just have to follow the smell of douche. No, I should have said wuss. Smell of wuss. That would have been better. And it's
I'd say,
flautist. It's
if-
flautist. Thank you very much. It's flautist.
sorry. Lone flautist. Now, see, if it was a guy with acoustic guitar, I would have accepted douche. But this is a flautist.
I'm just parachuting. Shooting in any direction.
Okay. Well, so what are the elementals doing exactly? Are they just like pounding on the cars?
The earth elementals have positioned themselves to block either forward or backwards.
Uh-huh.
2 in the front, 1 in the back, trying to prevent them from driving away. Shut up. Just shut up.
Seriously, would I do a phrasing on that?
Fine, make your joke. Come on.
That was it. Move on. Go.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, the earth elementals are giving the SUVs the shocker. The air elementals are very hard to see, but they appear to be in the air above them, firing down upon the SUVs anytime someone tries to open a door to get out.
Mm-hmm.
The fire elementals appear to be trying to melt the tires, and you're not really sure what the water elementals are doing. They're just kind of standing there.
Making sure the car is nice and clean for its destruction.
They're washing the windows.
So you can see your impending death.
All right. I think I'm going to try and clear the blockage if you can, give me some cover.
Oh, me?
Both of you.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to give you guys cover.
Keep in
It's a
mind,
rock monster. Punch it really hard.
What are its motivations?
keep in mind, you don't have too many turns before the SUVs will be too damaged to move because the fire elementals are specifically seem to be aiming for that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, whether we open up a hydrant and see where we can go from there. One of you guys strong enough to open up one of these hydrants?
There are no hydrants. You're on a rural road.
Rural road.
Well, I'm gonna do what X-Gen does best, and I'm gonna go punch those Earth things.
X-Gen Smash.
Yeah, X-Gen smash. I don't really know what's happening. I don't know who's the bad guy, so I'm just gonna start hitting things.
All right. So
Well-
there's 2 in the front, right?
Yes, and you can easily tell who the bad guys are. They're the ones attacking the people trying to transport the prisoners to prison.
Okay. Let's try this. Savant and Xgen, you focus on one. I will try and, or you guys focus on the Earth Elementals. I'm going to try and move the convoy.
Give me some of this. Works for me.
Okay.
I'm totally cool with that. Totally
I need-
stellar.
I'm trying to think about how I could go about attacking these guys without necessarily hurting my hands trying to fight them.
You know Savant. Kick them. Don't you have steel-toed shoes?
I mean,
Well, if this will help you any. The rock elementals appear to be a collection of boulders that are held together by seemingly nothing.
Can you create a lathe?
get off the line! Held together by nothing. Do
Right.
They,
They're a collection of rocks being held together by some invisible force.
okay, do they have what could be considered like joints?
Yeah, they are vaguely humanoid in shape. Of the four elementals, the earth ones are the most humanoid looking. The
All
fire
right.
ones just look like walking bonfires. The water are just columns of water. And the air you can barely see.
Well, I'm enhanced with lots and lots of electronics, so I'm gonna stay away from those water ones. I, since my legs are made out of, metal and shit, can I kick at their knees and see if maybe I can bring them down? How big are they?
They're roughly 6 feet tall.
Oh, frack it.
Oh,
Let's do this.
I'm bigger than them then.
Yeah.
So
You are, in fact, actually taller than the rock elementals, which are the largest of the 4 elementals.
Oh, well, Savannah, give it a try.
Well, we should probably do initiative rolls.
Initiative.
oh. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Clear that first.
Ah.
Nice.
$36 and 2 6s.
So that's 2 willpower for you also.
Yay! Go me. Did our willpower ever? Have we finished a session enough to have our willpower regenerate?
Mike,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, you guys are fully healed.
Okay. Sweet.
So you're 36.
31.
We lost 2. And
Wow.
46 with 1 6.
$31.
Alright, so I'm going to say you guys come in mid-combat, and the elementals have already taken their turns, so Savannah is first, then Engine?
Engine.
X-Gen.
That's
Sorry, you are not the villain from the Jurassic Park series.
Oh,
X-Gen,
yeah.
then Flux.
Okay.
And you all go after the elementals. Because assuming we still have a viewer, best initiative goes last.
Alright, so
Because you can interrupt the other people's actions.
right now, the only thing I have planned for Savant would be to try to go ahead and kick the knee boulders and out of her opponents in an effort to try to bring it down.
Yeah, the reason I described what they looked like is to give you an idea that you could kick the rocks away from the main body to deal damage if you wanted. So it doesn't seem like you're just trying to punch a wall.
This still seems that way, but she'll try hard. All right, so do I act now, or do I wait for them to?
Okay.
Did you make an attack roll?
No, I was waiting to see if anybody was going to interrupt me.
No, the elementals have already taken their actions for this turn.
Ah, okay, so let me go ahead and attack. Patriot kick. So that gives me 38 with 5 dice. Oh, no 6 in that bunch.
That'll hit.
Alright, so yeah. I think I was pretty sure I was gonna hit that. Damage for that is 13.
Alright, as expected, this is a very hard target that you are hitting, but you notice rocks are knocked away from your blow and it staggers slightly. But you get the feeling this thing's very sturdy.
Yeah, I I guess it is.
You want to take a second action?
No, I'm gonna keep it defensive. I don't know. I'm not ready to commit myself. I have nothing. I have no way of knowing how these guys are gonna react towards hitting him.
Next, Jin. Time for a little Hulk smash.
Very much so.
That's 2 actions. 1 to bypass the armor.
Because we only have 2, right?
Mhm.
Okay, well, I would like to... Robot legs. Oh, sorry. Not a robot. Enhanced legs, excuse me. So I use my super sweet enhanced legs. God, I really sound lame when people don't know I'm joking, don't I?
Well, you know, those legs were made for smashing, and that's just what they'll do.
You are being fired. We're leaving.
Well, I always thought the guys would think. Well, guys always think my legs are smashing, but that's a different issue.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta tell you guys, Archie's got some saucy legs.
Saucy.
Okay, so what were we saying?
Any hoozles. I'd like to leap into the air. I'd like to leap in the air, like, super high, and come down all, like, I don't know if that's, like, a superhero thing, but I want one knee in the air and one foot straight and just, you know, poof, in the neck.
Is anyone else picturing a butt slam?
Oh. But it's kind of like a reverse flying elbow, except with my legs. And I want to make that like a secondary attack and like bypass their armor in the process. Like take their head off, and maybe they'll be blind. Oops! What am I doing? I know that it's right here.
Quick question: are you attacking the same Earth Elemental as Savant, or a different Earth Elemental?
I'd like to attack the same one. Sorry, I didn't specify.
Not a problem.
$44 and no 6s.
That hits easily.
That's the bypass one.
You have successfully cut its defense in half.
Yay!
Until it takes a active defense.
Then you just make the same roll again to actually hit.
Oh, I've played this game before, I swear. Oh.
Nice.
47 and 1/6.
Ooh, that's confirmed.
You have absolutely no trouble hitting it.
Do I take his head off? Do I take his head off?
How many wounds you do?
14.
Uh, 14.
Against half armor, baby.
So, as you smash your knee into its face, the top third of the rock golem smashes away into the ground, and it staggers, appearing to barely remain standing.
Well, that was far more effective than I meant for it to be.
It's the same one I was fighting, or the other one?
This is the same one.
Same one. Between the two of you, it appears to be on its last leg.
Literally.
Oh. You know what? Can I take my second action now to finish it?
Sure.
Finish him!
Oh, we are.
She's been watching too much Mortal Kombat. Another Patriot kick.
No, this is going to make it easier for me.
How many of them?
As he follows with a secondary Patriot kick, 24 and 38. I don't think she missed.
That hits.
Alright, so another 13.
And your blow to the remaining portion of it appears to smash it completely, causing the whatever animating force drives it to wither away as it crumbles back into its component parts.
And I raise my arm with a word and ask for a high five because that's totally what you guys do these days, right?
High five?
You point to your head for the high five?
Hold on. I gotta look it up. When did the high five?
Alright.
Oh, no,
So-
I'm just teasing.
No, here's the funny thing. You raise your hand for a high five, and Savant, who's significantly shorter than you, looks up and goes, "I can't fucking reach that."
She swears. Oh my goodness.
No, Mike swears.
Yeah, I swear. Savant is probably trying to jump up and actually hit the hand, but can't.
For the one viewer, I'm like 7 feet tall.
70 feet tall. Holy crap!
7.
No, what's funny is like if she held her hand up like that, Savant might think it was like her dad like training her. It's like, oh, you're supposed to kick my hand.
Oh. Glitching.
All right.
Flux.
So here's a question: how close are the trucks? Like, I'm assuming I'm in close range.
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to split myself into the SUVs for my first action. Just like, I guess I'll be kind of in their dashboards-ish, because insubstantial. So that I can talk to the drivers. And then for my second action, I want to make the SUVs insubstantial with me so they can drive without being affected by the elementals.
You know, I'm not even gonna get into that shit. How does it know not to sink through the floor? That's always been a thing with insubstantiality.
I don't know. Ask Kitty Pride.
The general rule for the whole insubstantiality is that once you become insubstantial, you are effectively flying, and it is merely your force of will that prevents you from falling through the earth.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is I'm going to make the vehicles insubstantial and tell them, go now, and then they'll just kind of drive through me and to call them.
All right, that's gonna take a.
That's gonna be some willpower, huh?
Yeah, it's going to take 4.
Oof.
Yeah. Burn that will.
Done. All right, so I'm just picturing Flux like popping up, like just teleporting like halfway into their dashboards, and going, hit the gas now, go, 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 like in succession, telling the first to go first, then the second one, so they don't like crash into each other.
I feel like you wouldn't have to say anything. They would just see you pop up and be like, ah! Oh god! Well, didn't have to say anything there. Good job, me.
Well, fortunately for you, Dobson radioed ahead that hero support was incoming, so they don't actually freak out when they see you that much.
Freak out.
The SUVs, which are still partially damaged, don't move quite as fast as you had hoped.
Yeah.
But they can get 1 range increment from the fight.
Yeah, I'm hoping that once we get them moving, we can shift the attention of the elementals. And by pounding on them and destroying at least one of them up front, the elementals should know they're not going to get to those SUVs without getting through us first.
You wanna mess with me?
Are there any of you not in an SUV?
I'm the only one in the SUV. But,
No, I'm asking, are there any of you not in the SUV?
Oh, well, once they start moving, I'm just going to keep standing there.
That
So-
sounds like a recipe for a crash.
You don't have to remain in contact with it throughout the drive?
It's just using aid.
Alright.
And that's only going to last for, 1 turn, so...
So
Oh,
they
wait,
move.
you know what? I take it back. I will spend 1 more willpower and make it lingering. So it'll last for, because that makes sense. So that'll last for 1 turn for 4 turns.
Alright. So,
And I just kind of phase them out. So it's really they're moving and they're staying still, and they'll eventually catch up to themselves.
yep, you're annoying, we know.
Like a bunch of fluxes.
Yeah, they're like Flux branded SUVs. My face is like on the slide now, like on a wraparound. Flux branded.
That's the child in you, huh?
Yeah, that's the 14.
Tagging, flux tagging.
So once you are out of the SUV, and X-Gen, you'll now hear this too, the music that you heard before appears to change in tenor. Or not tenor, change in...
Tone?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Tempo, tone.
Tempo, thank you.
Ah.
Yep. So Flux notices that all of a sudden she starts to hear this music as it picks up in tempo, and then Savant and Flux hear the music change in tempo. And you can draw the conclusion, of course, that it's probably in response to whatever you just did.
With the killing of the rock creature, or the telling the cars to fuck off?
One
or both.
Either one works. I'm sure it annoyed whoever was attacking them.
I'm fucking with my loudest skills.
Next turn.
Well, I we start with the elementals, right?
Yep. They are all technically slower than you. Earth Elemental goes first.
Has Archie already taken? Has
Yeah, Archie finished off the other, or finished off the other elemental.
Like
he attacked, then you attacked, then he finished it off.
Yeah, I remember. So there's only 2 of the rock monsters.
Yeah, there's 2 rock monsters left.
Rock monster.
One next to you two.
Lobster.
The caravan.
One at the end of the caravan. I wanna go after the one. Well, where's the one? You said there were 2 that were closer to me.
Well, there's only 1 now because you destroyed the other.
Yeah. You guys are standing next to one of them.
Yeah, there was 1 at the end of the caravan, 2 at the front. We destroyed one of the 2 at the front.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. So you have one in melee range and another one that's a little farther out.
I'm sorry. I just missed where that the 2 were together at the front.
Not a problem. But yeah, the one standing next to you guys will turn and swing a giant rock fist at X-Gen.
Oh. Do I have... I would like to try to catch it and, like, snap him at his elbow joint. And then maybe rip it off and beat his ass with it. But that seems like more than 2 moves, and I'm willing to use a willpower to beat his ass. I guess I could do... Would it take 2 willpower to bypass his armor and beat him to death with his own arm?
Well, okay, so what you're doing is an interrupting action, right? This is something that's happening at the same time as the attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you should only be able to pull off the attack on him first.
Unless you want to do a rapid action.
Yeah, if you want to take a -20.
No. Well, I at least want to try and block him from hitting me.
Yeah, so if you just make an attack roll, you can interrupt his attack with your fist.
Instead of your face.
Which one? The other rock creature?
Giant rock monster.
The rock monster standing next to you guys.
Rock monster?
Alright. I want to let her interrupt. I'll interrupt it first before I interrupt it. Before I go in there.
47 and 16.
Right. Despite its good roll, you beat it.
Yay! So I stopped it from hitting me.
Well, no. As it went to hit you, you instead grabbed its arm and snapped it.
Yay!
So roll your damage.
Well, damage is 12.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a 6 or +2.
Oh, yeah. God, everything is so hard to remember.
Alright, so the creature's been interrupted.
Yeah, it's
The
gonna take
rocket.
its. Unless somebody wants to try something else, it's gonna take its second swing at X-Gen.
Is it a? Is this a mob or is this a? Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Since I'm next to that rock creature also, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me teach you how it's done. As she goes ahead, there's a rapid action against it.
You see that punch? I reared back up. So I'd be dead.
So let me use that action against his action.
Yeah, but punches.
Let me get my dice ready.
I'm black, so I can rear back and let you see.
Okay.
So I got to roll off against him, right?
Yep.
So okay, I have a 28 plus 5 dice.
What are your two actions that you're doing with the rapid action? Are you blocking and striking, or are you just gonna go for like a double strike?
So I was basically going to go ahead and I was thinking since she already stopped it and did the arm break, so I will go ahead and do a kick to the midsection and then follow up with a freaking elbow strike.
All right.
Anyway, I had rolled a 28, 38, and 6 more. So that's 44.
Yep. You easily beat it.
All right, so that's I got to roll. Okay, so the first strike hit it, right? So now I can hit the second.
They both hit. Rapid action's all done in a single roll.
Okay, so that's 10 and 10.
No sixes.
No, no sixes in that bunch.
So as it comes in for the second swing, you quickly strike it twice, knocking it off balance, but appearing to do very little damage to it.
Darn it. I don't, but I look good doing it. That's what matters.
Doing it, that's what matters. Oh, what a great girl you'll make.
No. That was me. That was not her.
The second earth elemental will sink into the ground and then
What, the one
pop
we
up.
defeated?
Hmm?
What's there? We already beat one down already, right?
Yeah, there were three. There are three of each elemental.
Oh, my bad.
The second one will sink into the ground and erupt out of the ground between the two of you, doing an area of effect attack.
Well, I still get my normal defense if I want to use it, right?
Yep, you each still have a single action left if you want to do something.
Yes, you know what? Well, I don't know what it needs to hit yet, to be honest.
Well, so far you guys have easily managed to hit the earth elementals, as well as interrupt their attacks.
Alright, so the other one tried to go ahead and sink itself into post between us.
Yeah, it's going to erupt out of the ground between you, trying to hit both of you with the explosion of earth.
Can I go ahead and sweep the leg? Sweep him before he does it?
Well, if you want, as it comes up, you could sweep the head, because it's erupting out of the ground to try and hit both of you.
Yeah, so let me try it. I'll give it a shot. What's the worst thing that happens? I got so little armor, I don't think it's going to make a difference anyway.
And don't forget, because you're having no problem interrupting or hitting these things, you do have a specialty for heavy blow, which allows you to trade accuracy for damage.
Alright, so can I combine that with how it's... No, actually, let me just go ahead and interrupt it with a Patriot kick.
Alright.
Let me not get greedy. So, 5 dice, 38. So, 38, 48, 50 something with 1 6.
Yep, easily hits.
So, 13 plus 2 for the 6, right? Is that?
Yep.
So, that's 15 total.
As it tries to erupt out of the ground, you kick its head off, causing it to stagger and fail to hit either of you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
No problem. She's just taking up the martial arts and her savant stance against it. She's feeling kind of cocky at that point.
Right. Next
Yeah,
up,
that taught me well.
next is the water elementals, which will all turn into kind of a little wave and just flow across the ground following the 3 SUVs.
Okay, I would like to interrupt this.
Alright.
I want to put the fire elementals directly in path of the wave.
You got a porter.
This is just my regular attack, but I'm going to do radius and selective on it.
Alright. Being all tricky like.
This is not turning out good for these guys, huh?
Well, I mean, we've only taken out 2 of the, or at least,
You have taken out 1 and injured 2.
yeah. So it's going okay.
I'm hoping to take out 6 with this move. Because I'm going to hope that the water is weak to fire and the fire is weak to water. And I'm essentially...
Logic.
Exactly. And so I'm hoping that by teleporting them there, I'm just going to turn all 6 of them into steam.
Right back.
You don't have a... Alright, never mind.
It's all within the same range. It's really just narration around the phase strike.
Yeah. I was just looking at something. Alright, roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's a 40 to hit.
Yep, that'll easily hit all of them.
And that's 8 damage plus whatever you decide to do because I'm putting fire in the way of water and vice versa.
You okay there, Krista?
Well, I'm pulling my really tight jeans up.
Giving the viewers a show.
There's nobody watching. They get to see my jeans that are too tight. Ah. Ah. And they're mom jeans. They're super high.
For narration's effect, I'll give you double damage on all of them.
Oh, okay.
You did how much again? It was 8?
8, so 16.
Oh, that hurts them a lot. Oh, actually, the water elementals all appear to be pretty heavily injured, but they appear to be made of stern stuff. The fire elementals are all toast. You guys are lucky. They deal the most damage.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
Can I have a willpower back if I take 8 damage from doing that?
What?
I should have come up with this earlier, but I was like, can I take 8 damage because that's how much damage I'd be inflicting? Let me take 8 of that damage and spend 1 less willpower.
Sure.
Burning myself in the process.
So as you grab each fire elemental and burn yourself and move them in place. Makes thematic sense to me.
Yeah.
The water's turn was to move. Air. So, Dave.
Yes.
Do you have tracking?
Do I have tracking? Yes, I do.
Ah. Because you're about to be attacked by stealthy foes.
Okay.
They formed into a mob above you.
Okay.
And unless you want to make a sense perception tracking to see if you can detect them, or just burn your once per session tracking bonus to automatically not have to use surprise defense. Your choice. Because they're attacking you from a stealth position.
Okay. Yeah. I will use my tracking bonus. There's no sneaking up on me. I have spatial awareness, thank you. Remember, I don't need eyes to see.
Yes, but can you distinguish one gust of air from another?
Why, yes, I can.
So they're attacking you as a mob. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're actually going to be against your normal defense instead of your surprise defense. You want to take an action?
Um,
You have one left.
I'm going to hold on to my one action for right now.
Good choice. Use it to save me when you need to. I'm gonna make noise. I'm gonna.
That's going to be 39 if I did the bonus from being a mob correctly. Dave, it's +5 to hit, right?
As a small mob, yeah.
Yeah. And what was the damage bonus again? I should have written this down.
+2. Oh, I'm sorry. It's +2 armor. There's no bonus to the damage.
Alright, so that's 12 wounds. As all three of them blow very powerful gusts down upon you.
No, they both powerful gusts through me. I will spend my phased.
Alright. The turkey bastard. Alright, and fire doesn't get a turn. Savant! Actually, you used both of your actions. X-Gen, you still have you still have 2 actions left, I believe.
No, I used one.
Oh, okay. You're right on the Earth Elemental. You have 2 Earth Elementals standing
I've
before
been
you.
covering her for as much as I could.
What?
I've been covering your character.
Thank you.
And you have 2 wounded Earth Elementals still standing before you.
Okay. What's that?
What's what?
The face you just made.
Me smiling as I go to your water.
Ah. Okay, well, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How one of them is in the front and one of them is in the back still, right? Yeah, because we decimated the one that was in the front.
Well, no, the one that was in the back moved underground and then came up next to you guys, so they're both standing right next to you.
Oh, sweet. Would it take 2 actions for me to, like, I don't know, leap into the air and do, like, split kicks at each of them since they're right next to each other in front of me or whatever?
Yes, unless you wanted to spend willpower to make your attack like an AoE.
Area of effect.
How many?
1 if you want to hit everything around you, 2 if you want to be selective and not hit.
Yeah,
Savant.
yeah, I was gonna say Sabat's still close to me.
The other option you can do is to take a rapid action at a -20 to hit to do 2 actions, 1 against each of them.
Oh, that just seems like a terrible idea.
They have been very easy to hit so far,
Okay,
and they've exhausted all their actions.
okay. I guess I will take a rapid action and hope for the best.
You just make your regular attack roll at -20.
Oh, yeah.
If you're worried about hitting, you could spend a willpower to explode your dice. Which you've got 9 right now, so why not?
Yeah. Are you talking? Thank you.
She's so mean. See, viewers, this is what we have to put up with every week.
We have no viewers.
Excellent.
His friend pieced out. These bitches are boring. I'm out.
A wise man.
So it's 9. Wait. Oh, wait, that was the attack squad.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys credit. You've been very tactical about this fight.
Well, Archie has a really good tactical mind when it comes to combat. I will definitively give that to him.
I got 38.
Yeah, when I'm not so tired that I can't think straight.
Counting your minus 20,
Yeah, counting my minus 20 and with the exploding dice.
you hit them both. What's your damage? Munch, munch, munch. Wait here, take a minute. I gotta grab some Pepsi.
That's all he wanted.
Don't.
Well, okay, just for the record, the reason I do that with Savant as opposed to the other characters is that the other characters are not supposed to be tactically
I'm back.
good at their job.
Damage is 10.
Psychic is not good in hand-to-hand like that.
Alright, so you give them a light brush.
Because they're armored and you haven't bypassed their armor yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys appear to be very heavily armored. Not that hard to hit, though. So far, anyways.
And not surprisingly armored at that.
Flux, I believe you still have one action.
Okie dokie. So the water is still going after the SUVs.
Yeah, they appear to just be following the SUVs.
Okay, I am going to the gust of wind that was going to channel and hit me will hit the wave of water. Nothing special there. That's just my phase strike description.
You love to burn that willpower.
Well, I didn't have to spend any willpower for that. Okay.
If you want to hit more than one water elemental, wouldn't you?
Oh, I thought they were single wave now.
Actually, yeah, I turned them into a mob as well.
Alright, so that is 36 to hit.
Water is hits.
And 8 damage.
Sorry, I just noted the reply from Chip Brazil saying he wants to see Bismarcky on the battlefield.
Again, we will remove your name from the recording. You're not on them.
It doesn't appear to deal much damage. I like brushing across the waves.
I made the waves ripple.
Alright, next turn, the SUVs continue another range increment away. And then they encounter what appears to be a wall that physically stops them despite the fact that they appear to be insubstantial.
Ooh.
Okay.
You hear a sharp note as the wall forms before the SUVs. And
So we're dealing with the Pied Piper of Elements.
Yes.
Nice.
And interestingly enough, the only time you've ever really seen your powers fail was once before. I believe during your issue 0.
Well, it's not that they failed, it's that someone was able to track me using temporal magic.
And now you've encountered something that has prevented your insubstantial. Yeah, the wall... I'm hearing an echo from myself.
I'm not picking that up. Say something again.
How about now? Archie, do you hear?
I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Do you hear an echo when I talk? Oh, and it went away.
Yeah, it just went away.
Random. The wall appears to be made of all four elements kind of combined and swirling through the wall as it corrals the SUVs.
Okay.
With the music changing, can we get a sense of where it's coming from?
Yeah, you are closest, and your natural sense and perception are more than high enough that there's a copse of trees up ahead that you're pretty sure is where the music is coming from.
How far is that?
2 range increments from where you are.
Okay.
Or because you didn't stay with the SUV, so there are 2 range increments ahead of you.
Yeah.
Alright, Earth. The seemingly mindless golems will continue their flailing at the 2 of you. Alright, we'll start with Savant.
Alright, you're saying that they're going to follow up on the attacks against me?
Yeah, they seem to have very one-track minds and are just going to continue flailing at you.
Alright, the rapid attack doesn't allow me to hit both of them different, both of them at the same time, right? Or does it?
It does. Each action can target a separate target if you want.
Okay. Let me do the rapid action with the heavy blow, so I can get a little extra damage in.
All right.
So that'll give me what another. Actually, I gotta look that up. They're both specialties.
Helps if I'm looking at the right character.
So normally I do a rapid action and it gets me a 28 with 5 dice. So if I decide to do another heavy attack, it should be another minus 20 to that.
Minus 10.
For
Minus
every
10.
minus 10 for every 3 damage you want to add to the attack. But you get to add your specialty to that as well.
Well, I already have 5 dice into that because I already have a specialty, right?
Right, you're not going to get an extra die.
So just minus 10 for that, 18 plus 5 dice?
Right, you get the +4 from the specialty, but not the extra die. Putting you at a 32. Minus another 10 would be 22 at your base. For an extra 3 damage for both attacks.
So 22, and then, you know what? I'm going to spend a willpower to explode the dice. Let me just take one off. Alright. This way, if I can manage to get a couple of 6s in on this roll, I might be able to take them out. Okay. Alright, let's go, guys. Alright, so. Is that 22?
Yeah.
32 and 6, that's 38. With 1 6.
Alright, you beat him.
Alright, so 1 attack against each, that would be what, 15?
Yep.
High kick to the first one, sweep it to the low kick for the second.
They are reeling, but still managing to stay up. But they are very heavily damaged at this point.
Alright.
One of them will go for X-Gen.
I tried.
they're still standing after everything.
Hold on just a second. The kid's waking up. Hold on.
I mean, I'm gonna still try and take my turn.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna target one of them this time, and I'm going to bypass their armor and hit the shit out of them with a punch to the not face.
Actually, I keep forgetting about the bypass on.
The facial region.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be super effective.
Well, like each of you have your different fighting styles. Like you do just big damage on every hit, whereas X-Gen is able to do a more focused. Like if she concentrates, she can do a heavy hit.
My problem hasn't been hitting. So,
56 and 3 sixes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
certainly bypasses their armor.
holy pain, Batman.
Seven and 1 6.
7.
48.
There you go. That hits. But say if you rolled a 7, I'll be quite impressed. What's the damage?
12.
14 because of the 6.
Oh, I keep forgetting. That 14.
Yep. He crumbles down to dust. And Savant's will turn and take its last swipe at her.
That's
All right. So I'm also go ahead and
Yeah,
try
Savant.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to beat it to the punch with my other action.
Poor Earth Elementals. Just can't keep up.
Oh,
All right, Patriot kick. So adds 16 to 38. That hits easy enough. I got 1 6, so that's 15 points.
Yep, it goes down.
Nice.
As he pulls off a high youth hit for Street Fighter. Wow, I didn't think that would work.
How does she know what Street Fighter is?
Oh, I've been watching the video games on that YouTube thing.
Alright. All the Earth Elementals are down, all the Fire Elementals are down. The Water Elementals will move up and basically finish off the enclosing of the SUVs by positioning themselves where the wall ends to block in the SUVs.
Well, they still are phased unless the water elementals are able to bypass that.
Which they aren't. They just stand there and wait.
Okay.
The air elementals are going to kind of vanish from sight and merge with the air currents, and then try to sneak attack you again.
They still need to. They need to make their stealth roll first.
Yep. I'm looking up what their stealth is.
You earned that shit.
Alright, what is your sense perception tracking?
Sense is 12. Perception is 8. and my tracking is 3, so 23. And I have spatial awareness, so can I add in my power too?
I'll be nice and say sure.
So 35.
That's a partial. Does a partial really kind of count? That kind of roll?
On that one, no. Well, it's up to you how you want to count it, but by the rules as written, no.
I'll give it to you. You managed to beat them by a whole 3.
Wooch! Works for me.
But they're still going to try and blast you.
Pew, pew.
Do you want to do anything, or?
Nope.
Okay. They get a
But I should warn you, and actually I probably should have said this before. I'm still phased until my next turn, so or until my turn my action comes up. Not that they would know that, but
Yeah. So their blast passed through you.
yeah. Was that awkward?
All right.
Savant's taking both their actions. Exton's taking both their actions. Flux.
He is reviewing a message I sent to his friend to see how awkward I was.
It's hilarious.
But it's not awkward.
Oh, it's awkward, all right. I'm very interested to see how she responds to that.
She's right. You should go to bed.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. I am going to pop over to the trees.
All right. Give me a second to swallow. Shout out. I hate you, Dave.
I didn't say for your request, I said. For your request, I said.
Alright. So you appear over by the trees, and you find a person there. Surprise, surprise.
Do they have a flute?
They do.
All right.
You see.
Yeah. That's a sax.
I am going to try and disarm them.
Well, let me describe him first.
Sure.
It is a very young man. You'd be surprised if he was even 18. Looking at him, he is probably one of the most beautiful men you've ever seen. He's not handsome. He would actually be classified as beautiful.
Oh, I'm from the 80s. I understand.
Yeah.
Quiet the fuck down.
He's dressed in very formal attire. It looks like it's he's probably a couple ages off. He'd probably fit better in like the 18th century with the outfit he's wearing. He does have what appears to be a silver flute, which he is still currently playing as you appear.
Okay. I am going to stick by what I said. I got to try and disarm him. I'm going to spend the willpower to. Go ahead, sorry.
Just to let you know, as you go to disarm him, you do sense blink in the area.
Of course.
Just thought I'd warn you.
Alright, so as I grab for the flute, I am going to add, you realize you people are working for Space Hitler, right? We have someone from the future that can tell you what he did. That's how you describe him.
That's how Mike described him.
I described him as future Hitler.
Sorry. Future space.
Because everything's better when they're in space.
Alright, that is a 42 with a 6.
Alright, so as you go to grab it, Blink appears in front of you. Does a quick little hand wave between the two of you, and your hands appear to pass through both of them, as if you were reaching through a portal she opened to block you,
Ooh.
as she blocks your attack. And then she says, "I'm working for Space Hitler?"
Cool. Yes.
She will then turn and look at the guy behind him and go, "Why didn't you tell me you were Space Hitler?"
No, your other guy.
What other guy?
So this is Dr. Lifespark?
No, that's not Dr. Lifespark.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Lifespark.
I don't work for Dr. Lifespark. I do the occasional favor for him.
You're still his flunky and you're helping him kill a lot of people.
What?
Your actions are going to cause the deaths of a lot of people. You see that 7-foot-tall woman back there? She's from the future. She can give you the records.
Do a little Forrest Gump wave. Is that Gump? No? Okay, fine.
She just kind of looks at you confused. The man standing behind her will stop playing his music for a moment to speak. And he has a very musical voice. It's very fitting for somebody who's probably way too beautiful. As he asks, "What are you talking about? I have no intention of killing anyone."
Lifespark is going to kill people.
"Who is Lifespark?" he asks.
You want to explain who he is? And I will look over it. Like,
He's this weird doctor who lives in a cave and does weird experiments. I do the occasional favor for him to steal stuff when he needs it, and he does the occasional favor for me to heal people. I have no idea what Black Hole Man is talking about. Being that Flux doesn't really need eyes to see this, I'll just let you know that when he stops playing the music, the elementals continue doing what they were doing.
I could hope, right?
You still have an action if you want to take it.
That's fine. I don't even know what I'm looking at. That's when they've taken it. It's the days of the week. Oh.
Oh, before I forget, looking at the man, you do notice that he appears to be wearing both an amulet and a ring that match the descriptions of the one stolen.
Okay.
Thought you'd want to know.
Yes, that's good information to have. So Life Spark was a decoy. I think it was too much for him. Okay.
Well, would I throw a red herring at you? And possibly set up a later villain? Doesn't sound like me.
All right. Oh, she was taking something really personal. All right. Yes. Your friends need to go to jail now. And if they try and stop me, I will do something.
Well, they both appear to be... Ah, damn, Echo. They both appear to be standing there waiting to see what you're doing. And we have a standoff.
Yes, we actually do have a standoff at this point.
So everybody holds their action. Next turn!
All right.
Savant and X-Gen are 2 range increments away from the water elementals and air elementals and the standoff. Or no, you're 2 increments away from the water elementals, 1 away from the air elementals.
Okay. What I was thinking to do is just, at this point was just try to close the distance. So I'm gonna go. I would like to attempt to use my parkour roll in order to try to get the extra range increment down, so I could get to where the vehicles are and that formidable wall.
Right. So yeah, that's Constitution plus movement.
All right. So con is 8, movement is 8. That's 16. What's my target?
20. Oh, well, 40 if it's 2 range increments.
Well, I'm just going one above the one I can do normally, right?
Normally, you can spend a turn to move 1 range increment. You can sprint and try and do it in 1 action with a difficulty of 20.
Oh,
Or,
so if I wanted to push it, I could go ahead and use both actions and get there.
yeah,
Get the
you're just going to
okay.
get surprise defense.
No, don't. Well, and I'll be surprised defense when I get there.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I believe the bonus from movement, the kicker from movement allows you to spend a willpower to move as well, doesn't it? Trying to look it up, but my computer's slower than dirt today for some reason.
Okay, you know what? If you think I could, okay, if I can do that extra movement with the willpower, I'll do that. It's just 1, right?
Well, if my computer works.
It lets you spend 1 willpower to take a move action as a turn. So basically, you can spend 1 willpower, make your roll, and it wouldn't be your surprise defense when you got there.
Okay.
So you just got to beat 20 with your roll.
All
And
right. So let me make the roll now. I just have to roll a 4 on 3 dice. I think I made it.
You did indeed.
All right. So I have another action left, right? But I
Yep.
get there. All right. Now this is what I'm trying to think. Okay, what I was thinking to do on my next action was to go ahead and use Dad's shield and try to toss it at the wall in order to try to shatter it, so that the vehicles could keep going. So,
Alright.
but what I wanted to do first, since I'm here, was to go ahead and use the bypass armor check, so that when I make the roll, and then on the next turn, I'll be able to pull it off.
Alright.
Unfortunately, I've lost my place of where bypass armor's at.
You just roll at a -10, and if you succeed, the target's armor is cut in half until they make an active defense.
And I use that with my favorite attack.
Yeah.
All right. So with a -10, that'll give me a 34 and 4 dice. Okay, so 34, 44, 53 with 1/6.
You succeed.
Okay, so that's it for me for this turn.
X-Gen?
I'm gonna hold an action. Hold my actions.
Alright, keeping in mind you're ranging from away from the closest fight and 2 away from the rest of the fight.
Okay, well, I would like to, I guess.
Do you have movement?
What?
Do you have movement?
But I do have the ability. What does the? Did anyone ask you what the area looks like that we're in, or did I miss you explaining that?
Yeah, it's a rural road with trees to the side.
Well, I have the ability to drop into stealth. It's not. It's not even. Well, I guess we are in combat. I have the ability to drop into stealth during combat, so I guess I'd like to use an action doing that.
So you want to try and sneak your way to the fight?
Yes.
Alright, roll up your Dex, Stealth, and Power. Since your power supports Dex.
I'm sorry, is that to me or to her?
Her.
Yeah. Yeah. This.
Yeah, it's actually right out right there.
Yeah. Oh, at least I understood. I fucked up. 36 and 1/6.
Alright, so you stealthily move a single range increment. That's your turn.
Okay. Please take her out before she loses her shit and I'll have to leave. Thank you so much. Back, sorry.
Not a problem. So the water elementals are waiting for your phase to wear off, which is how many more turns?
It's 4 turns past the first one, so 5th turn.
I forgot what turn we're on. Damn it.
This is either the 3rd or the 4th. I think it's the 4th.
Yeah, I think it's the 4th as well. So they continue waiting. The air elementals will shift and move over to where the water elementals are above the SUVs, and we'll wait as well. Alright. Flux, you're still in your standoff. Are you going to do anything?
Give me a second here. I don't have lying. All right. Can I make a forensic roll to see if there is some key detail I have missed about what's going on in this scene?
You want to do that instead of like intuition?
Well, intuition's for when you. Well, I guess both would work. Intuition's for when there's no clear path forward, and then forensics is when you've seen something, but you might not realize how important it is. So you tell me which one I should roll.
Well, let's start by tell me what you're thinking is going on.
Well, seeing that this guy is the one wearing the ring and the bracelet, and that hearing that Lifespark is not the one that was controlling her, I'm having a hard time thinking of a good way of talking them down. Because, Space Hitler is a great party catcher, attention grabber. But she's working for the flautist. Which is a very different situation, because I don't know anything about this guy.
Except for him playing flute.
Except that he's a flautist.
And having a pretty sweet style, apparently.
With sweet, sweet feathered hair.
I mean, just look at it. It's gorgeous.
One could almost say Fae-like.
I was going for the dodgeball reference.
Nice. Well, go with intuition. I got an idea.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I forgot something. You have a special sense. So you're probably should have mentioned this before, but now that you're really thinking about it, you notice that your sense of temporal weight is really kind of pointing to this guy being very important to the future. If you want to make a power plus sense roll,
Okay.
I can give you a little more information, see if you can discern how and why.
Let's do that then.
I think that'll work better.
That's a 31 with no sixes.
Nice. Yeah, there. You're kind of getting the sense of two different doors, and depending on the actions of the man standing behind Blink, you can sense either a great deal of death or a great deal of life. And as it currently stands, there's an equal chance of either happening.
Okay. Well, let me try and be compelling here. And I will say, we're standing on a precipice.
I knew that word's coming.
Attaboy, Archie.
This is awesome.
All right. What was I saying?
We're standing on a precipice.
Okay. Yeah. We are standing on a precipice. The actions you take right now are going to have a weight that resonates through history. I don't know why you're doing this exactly, but I know that the people that are in those vans need to get where they're going, or people will die. And I'll add, I understand that your abilities come from moving through time and space. So do mine. But I can sense the weight of history in certain moments, and this is one of them.
Question.
Yeah.
When you say your powers deal with moving through time and space, are you talking to Blink?
Yeah.
Right,
Like, the first part is addressed to both of them.
Alright. Because, Blink isn't triggering your temporal weight.
Yeah, no, I understand that. The first statement is addressed to both of them. The second part is addressed specifically to Blake.
Alright. So, the man looks at you and seems to think for a moment, and while he thinks idly, he kind of spins the flute between his fingers. Very gracefully.
Twizzles it.
It may not make sense to you, but everything I do is for the betterment of Gaia. Humanity has become a plague upon her, and the choices I make will dictate whether or not that plague is destroyed or contained. I will not stand simply by as the earth is rotted from without. My powers will simply not allow this. If no one else will stand up for her, then I will do what is necessary. I am trying to do this with the least amount of lost life as possible. Do not make this harder than it needs to be.
You may feel that way now, but I'm telling you the actions you're taking will result in death. You are going to cause people to die if you don't change your course.
And what is more important, the loss of 1,000,000 lives or the loss of 6 billion lives? No action now will lead to all death. Some action now may lead to some death. Which is the greater loss? And you notice that as he says this, he seems very sad about the thought of people
So,
dying. He does not seem happy about the choices he's making, but he's determined to make them.
so this is where I can actually say, or so I can say this. Huh? I'm new to this time, new to this era, and I know that even in my time, there were people trying to heal the earth, but I don't sense the death of 6 billion people by stopping you. I do sense the death of millions if I don't.
So he seems to think upon what you say for a moment, lifts his flute to his lips. Do you try to do anything?
Not yet, but if I need to, I'll try and interrupt him if it looks like he's doing something violent.
A single long, sad note will play from the flute,
Uh-huh.
and
Let the man talk. He'd say that again so we could get
I'm
a good
sorry.
recording.
now share it with the class. Come on.
No, she's
Let- Because you got what I need.
And it
But
comes
you say you're just a friend.
full circle.
Yeah, there you go. I hate you all.
It's not my fault.
Totally.
Yeah, I hate you most of all, Dave. So, as the long, sad note rings throughout the air, the water elementals seem to fade into just the moisture in the air.
Okay.
The wind elementals return to their base components of just wind, and the elemental wall collapses. That was blocking the SUVs. He'll lower the flute and look at you. I will assume that you are right, and that this day holds some weight. But I will not stop until I have everything I need to save Gaia.
Suddenly
She's
Eastern European. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Eastern European.
No, not necessarily, but we can go back to the Captain Planet jokes.
I love you.
Look, I resisted when we were doing all the serious talking.
I think I was quiet for too long, okay?
Apparently. Or, as I think, not long enough.
Hey, I've been civil. I've been silent.
I lost my train of thought.
Saving Gaia.
Saving Gaia.
She speaks to me through her elementals, and I feel their pain. Every time humanity poisons her. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your armor? A rock falls on your head.
Oh.
The asphalt flips over on top of her. I flipped the bitch.
You feel Gaia's pain.
I regret listening to letting Dave convince the villain now.
Sorry.
It's a good thing XGen wasn't here to, you know, mouth off. All negotiations need to be kept away from XGen.
I realize that I'm going to have to start putting points into etiquette.
Alright.
So I think I'll say something along the lines of preserving the Earth is clearly a noble cause, but we have to be careful how we attempt to do that to avoid doing more harm than good. But
oh, look, Archie has a picture of an Italian man pretending to be a Native American crying.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that guy wasn't Native American. He just played one on TV.
That's okay, so did Hal Sparks. He's not even in the least bit Native American. He played a Native American on Dr. Queen, Medicine Woman. Not like any of you would know what that show is.
yes, I've known other women, and obviously they watch that show because they're women.
Sexist.
I'm just trying to move for the old folks.
Yeah, he will look at you and just shake his head and go, yes. All humans care about is making sure humanity doesn't get injured. What care they for all the other creatures? Simply because they're smarter than the other monkeys.
Can I hear this?
You're a range increment away, so with a perception roll, sure.
Fuck it. I'm only asking for joke's sake.
Wow. Then no.
Absolutely fuck not.
I just attack him.
Actually, the conversation's been going on long enough that if the Savant Next Gen wanted to, you guys could probably be arriving at the little powwow.
But I've already made the effort to drop into stealth.
Yeah, and then Dave ruined it by talking the villain out of continuing the fight.
God damn it.
Blame Dave.
Fucks.
So like I said, if Savant Next Gen want to, you guys can be arriving at the powwow now if you want.
Yeah, I'll just sadly drop out of stealth and just the fight's over now.
I actually have this picture in my
Punch
mind.
a tree.
That's not helping. That's so not helping. Don't punch the trees.
So after she punches the tree,
I was, but okay, sure, let's go with it.
he will do a slight whistle and the tree will smack you in the head.
Oh, but not on the arse?
No, right in the head. A branch literally swings down and just whacks you.
What was that? Was that the sad theme music?
Yeah.
You're getting a Godzilla face palm.
You know, Savant was actually moved by his words.
So you're going to become an eco-terrorist?
No. But, I mean, I got a computer and I got time on my hands. I might make a study, something to put to the EPA. There's other ways we could be heroes.
Yeah.
We could be heroes.
I don't think the EPA existed in your time. Because I think Nixon is the one that instituted the EPA.
I am not a crook.
I'm going to step down from office before any charges are pressed now.
And we're gonna blame who? Paulina.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing.
So, any retort to his disparaging of the human creature?
Okay, so I'm sorry to say this, but could you tell me what he said again?
Excuse me, everyone. I did need a moment to grab my food downstairs. I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see if I can remember exactly what I said. Yes, you said you wanted to deal with without loss of life, basically. So his response was, yes, because the loss of human life is so much more important than all the other creatures living on the earth. Because humans are so much more of an important animal than the monkeys they have with less intelligence. It's not as eloquent as the first time I said it, but close enough. When you edit this, make sure you use my first one. That was much more
I'll
eloquent.
use the first one.
But yeah, basically humans are just smart monkeys to him.
I literally.
I will look sad, which unfortunately in this case is just, again, just void in time and space, just empty void, so no real space.
Man, that black hole sure looks sad.
That's a sad looking black hole.
Somebody play some sad Hulk walking away music.
Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Black hole strings.
I had something I was going to say that we got distracted about sad music. Shit. We're doing it. We're fucking each other up now.
Monkeys.
Chimpanzees.
And he called us monkeys.
But you're actually chimpanzees. I think that should actually be what it was. Action says he called us monkeys, and I'll say chimpanzees. You were actually chimpanzees. And then realize that I have just disconnected myself from humanity.
He'll speak up. Man, that fucking echo. He'll speak up as he looks at X. What?
I said that's what he'll say, fucking X.
He'll speak up as he looks at X and go, well, some of us are apparently robotic monkeys.
Enhanced.
There's not much biological left about you, is there?
I'm the last true human. No. Well, my core is real. My core is unenhanced. I mean, if we don't count my spine, my rib cage, or my liver, because college was fun. Or my kidneys, because bad boyfriend. But I'm human.
Ish.
I'm not sure Gaia truly agrees with that assessment.
What's that?
I'm not sure Gaia truly agrees with that assessment. I have a tad bit of trouble distinguishing you from a rock.
It's cold. She holds her head up all haughtily. Wait, I don't know. I was gonna say, is this guy immortal? Someday you'll see. Everyone's enhanced.
Assuming the world is still there to see.
She's from the future. Or a future. Yes, someday everyone will look like a less hot Angelina Jolie, which, in fairness, is still pretty hot.
I guess.
Sorry, that was not in character. That's a quote from a comedian talking about how silly racism is.
Well, if no one has anything else to say, he'll turn to Blink and say, I believe this fight is over this day. We have other things to see to. If you would, Miss Blink. I think she's got a bit loopy.
I think so.
Did you give her chocolate again?
No,
I've had so much dark chocolate, actually. I'm eating
it's Mina that has an issue with chocolate, not Krista.
veggie pepperoni. It's actually kind of gross.
I was about to say, that's the worst thing I've ever heard of.
Oh no, what's worse is that I'm trying to be vegan, but I'm failing. And I have like no prepared food, so I've been eating crackers and American cheese.
In fairness, that's like 80% oil, so that's like vegan cheese.
Yeah, that's very much like vegan cheese, and it's just about as gross too.
If I may take a line from Scott Pilgrim, you're not vegan. You're ovo-lacto... Ah, crap, now I forgot.
Ovo-lacto vegetarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up until a couple weeks ago when I'm trying to be vegan and failing.
Call the vegan police.
If that means that the Punisher's going to show up,
Yeah, some Thomas Jane up in this piece. Oh, okay, I'll avoid that.
Gosh, kitty.
I would not.
You gonna let Thomas
He would
Jane
kill
punish
me. No, like some Punisher, he'd kill me.
he's not one for dating.
Yeah, he'd murder me.
He would punish you in the not fun way.
Yeah.
All right.
First you'll feel cold.
He would totally murder that pussy.
I would,
All right. If they teleport away, I think
Well, they clearly are going to.
yeah. Once they leave,
All right.
I'm going to turn to Action and Savant. Once they like seeing the caravan like moving on and stuff like that, and just say, I need to get my head together, and I'm going to teleport away.
Leaving them in the rural area with no way to get home?
yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, didn't he bring us?
Yeah.
Our ride just went.
What a dick.
It's always about you, isn't it?
Alright, so we're stuck here. How far are we from home?
You don't even know where you are. All Dobson gave Flux was geographical coordinates to teleport to.
Don't I have internets?
There's no Wi-Fi out here.
Don't I have satellite? Something?
Oh, you just want all the expensive stuff, huh?
Remember, you needed to spend like a day to rework all your systems to work with this lo-fi technology, and you haven't had a chance to yet?
Okay. Well, then I turn around and stick it out, because apparently only... No, we're not going there.
White boy's gonna shout?
I turn around and like put my thumb towards my back and say, I guess hop on. Let's go. Choose a direction.
I forgot she flies.
I run.
So, how run? Well, you run fast. I don't remember how fast you run.
Well, the benefit to having riding on X-Gen is I don't think she has to sleep or eat.
She can run all night.
Right. You eventually will get tired and hungry.
All right.
So while you run faster than X-Gen, she can run longer.
Fine. I hop on.
Classic zombie conundrum.
Oh, when we get a chance, I gotta get my passbook. I gotta get some cash. The next time I'm not getting stranded out here like this. Oh, and yes, I did say passbook.
Are you talking to me?
Ah.
I think that was directed to all of us.
Oh.
That he intentionally said passbook.
Oh, I was thinking as Extra is running, she turns back and goes, "Are you talking to me?" No, but apparently, yeah, out of character.
No, it's more out of character. She needs to make sure she has cash on her the next time she goes out on the field assignment. That's why she was talking about getting her passbook savings account book so she could pull some money out.
As you guys are you running towards the SUVs or away from the SUVs?
Towards.
What the fuck are you doing, Cat?
Cat things.
Yes.
Posting it up.
Well, she's tweaking out and staring at the ceiling, so now I gotta make sure there's nothing above me gonna drop on me. Cat makes me paranoid.
The baby makes me paranoid. He laughs at just random spots in the room. And I'm like, nope, don't believe in ghosts. Not happening. Nope. He's just, a baby and a little crazy. As they are.
Alright, so you guys run towards the SUVs. The SUVs are limping along fairly slowly due to the damage they took. Well, this'll end well.
Well, it's not like I could give them my dad's AAA card.
Did they have AAA in the 50s?
I'm pretty sure that they came as a result of all the automotive traffic.
Well, you guys easily overtake the SUVs.
Okay, Savant, what does Savant think? Should we, flag them down and catch a ride, or should we just keep running?
I said we'll see if we can get a ride from them. If we can get a ride from them, that saves us the trouble. I'm sure you wouldn't want to wear out your shoes.
I don't wear shoes.
She's got a metal butt and legs. Apparently, in the year 3000, they turned her into a lesbianic.
Lesbianic? Fired.
Alright. So the caravan will come to a stop, and the seeming leader of the ragtag band, who's looking a little ruffled after the elemental attack, will step out, and he'll actually salute to the both of you. Ma'ams?
I need your shoes and your jacket, or whatever.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Aren't you a little tall for a Terminator?
No,
Also, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be naked when you say that.
She doesn't have any pants on. We just established that.
Robo badge.
Well, I'm Savant. Nice to meet you.
Flux. I mean, actually, I'm tired.
Wow, Flux, you're very unblack hole-like. I heard differently.
Didn't we just have this talk?
He seems very happy that you guys arrived. It's like, we are very grateful for your intervention.
We're here to protect you, citizen.
Oh, can you stop that? That's the way my dad talked.
Is that not how people talk these days? No, that's I'm saying to Savant. Is that not how people talk today? We've just got out of a jimmy jammed of a situation. We should beat feet to the nearest military base, so wherever you're going. Say, can we catch a lift on your automobile?
Are the two of you going to go bust down a speakeasy next?
Yes.
I've never been to a speakeasy. My mom wouldn't let me.
What?
My mom wouldn't let me go to the speakeasy.
Aren't you like 12?
Hmm?
Aren't you like
Also, I don't think they had speakeasies in France.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure that was an American thing.
I guess
I don't think booze was ever illegal in France.
No.
No, I just thinking about maybe some hidden club because of the whole Nazi thing.
Do you two ladies need a lift?
Actually, yes, we do. We need to go to Campaign City because I forgot the name of it.
New York. But I think you should probably just ride with them to wherever they're taking the criminals.
Hey, gents, thanks for the offer.
It'd be nice just to make sure that you get where you're going in one piece, and then somehow we'll have to manage to try to get a trip back to Campaign City because I can't remember the damn name of it. Phoenix, right?
Just went over this. We're out of New York.
New York, I mean.
Back to your borough, man.
That's right. Yeah, we got to get back to New York.
Well, as we're currently transporting these prisoners to a secret prison, we can't take you all the way there.
Well, can you take us to the nearest city?
Yeah, there's a outpost we can drop you off when we change vehicles, but that's as far as I'm comfortable.
That's more than fine, sir. I appreciate your gesture.
Yeah, it's as far as I'm comfortable going without an actual order from my superiors.
Is there any way to get back to New York from the outpost you're taking us to?
Yeah, they should have a vehicle or a driver who can take you back to New York.
Well, keen.
Do you want to ride? Do you want to ride with the villains? Do you want to ride with the soldiers? Where do you want to ride?
How about we just ride with y'all?
I will ride with the villains, just, to provide some extra security.
To piss off Frey again.
He directs X-Gen to the second SUV.
No problem. I take the shield off on my back because it's probably going to get in the way when I sit down.
So, as you get into the second SUV, you are sad to see that neither of the villains is actually awake. They both appear to have devices on their heads that seem to be keeping them in a unconscious state.
Hey. Hey.
Ma'am, please stop poking the psychotic supervillain.
They don't look so dangerous to me.
Gotcha, Harry.
Well, technically, one of them should look dangerous. He is a 7-foot-tall demon.
Yeah, I almost forgot about him.
It's the other one who doesn't look dangerous.
His name is Damien.
Except when she's laughing maniacally and exploding.
Damien Demon.
Damien Damon.
I have a big head. Just looking at your head laying on my head. Shaped like a peanut.
Your head would be bigger.
Somebody should probably kill that spider on your head.
You dick. I'm already insecure about it.
Why?
Cause I don't know. At least I got hair to add more hair to.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
Hating on the baldies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would shine your head for a nickel.
Giggity.
Is that a
Oh my.
that was a sexy thing? I used to make those jokes as a kid.
Oh my. Takeda does not approve of that. So, unless you guys want to do something else, it's a fairly uneventful ride as you ride with two unconscious supervillains in one car. Ma'am, please stop poking the psychotic supervillain.
They're asleep. They don't know.
I'm just glad I stayed in the first car.
Stop it. They're asleep. I should. It's late. I'm not waking them.
Anyway, now, I have nothing else to add except of having a conversation with the soldiers.
What is happening?
Because I don't know if they know of Captain Patriot, and I have plenty of tales I can regale of my dad.
Oh, I bet they're loving that.
Well, actually, upon seeing the shield, they'll have all sorts of questions for you.
Is your dad Captain America? Sorry.
Captain
Actually, I have a
Patriot, thank
logo.
you.
Edited out. Sorry.
Say again?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will listen fairly attentively to you as you tell stories of the ye old good days.
Well, most of the stories, a lot of the stories I was told is from my mom about how he was involved in World War II. Helping to liberate France. I mean, Paris. Paris was the number. It was
Flux,
the city
were
itself
you
for the whole country.
Flux, were you doing anything particular before we fast forward?
He's
Or
brooding.
I was about to say, are you brooding upon a rooftop next to a gargoyle in the dark in the rain?
Well, no, sort of. I am, in fact, on top of a roof of what looks like a mostly run-down building with a silo on top of it in the middle of the woods.
Oh, that's not as bad as me thinking that you were on top of the gang's hideout. Like that motherfucker teleported back to our base, just left us.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, he's on top of this white silo that's next to a brick building.
Thinking deep thoughts.
Thinking deep thoughts about what he said.
I'm not human anymore. Alright, so we'll skip ahead a few hours. X-Gen and Savant have no problem finding ride after their amazing rescue and getting back to New York. Nobody really notices or bothers Flux and his brooding.
Where is my gel?
Am I Crew Shadows brooding?
I mean, that's pretty pretty.
What have I become?
I'm a monster.
I got you to do it.
Oh, at least you weren't too far out. It could have been worse.
So you guys make it back to base with no problems. Everything's been quite quiet since the attempted breakout.
No problem.
Do you have any plans?
A nice hearty dinner.
I will remind you that within Savant's head is a fuck ton of encrypted information
That we still gotta go through.
that you either need to try and decrypt on your own or write down so others can help you decrypt, depending on what you want to do.
Well, we still have that computer that we were using that they were using for the freezer. And those old IBM mainframes.
You want to just use that and type out all the information instead of wasting a shit ton of paper?
Well, except for the fact it probably uses cards.
His knowledge shelf from the 1980s.
XGen, do you have anything specific you want to do?
Find Flux.
Well, if I may make a suggestion, spending some time downgrading your software to work with the low-grade technology of the time you're currently living in.
Oh, that would be smart, wouldn't it?
Unless you want to give me a computer interface that uses a real keyboard and not a punch cards.
I'm gonna downgrade.
All right. And Flux, are you still brooding?
I've actually found my old cassette player and cassette of The Man Who Sold the World.
Really? All right. So Flux is brooding for another 12 hours.
No, I guess after a few hours, there'll just be a point where Flux is standing in the headquarters.
Sorry.
Like looking at the river.
Yeah, I'm trying to key entry in all those numbers.
So, we will close out there with you guys having the time to a little time to rest, reflect, and get a few important tasks done that are a tad bit time consuming, such as transcribing the code, downgrading equipment, and thinking about your life as a monster. And with this downtime, I will give you all XP.
Woo!
Oh,
I still haven't used any yet.
I did not get some because I went to bed early. I also did not give someone.
I haven't awarded any experience at this point. I've been saving it up.
I thought we got experience from the first. The
It
zero.
says here I earned 3 somewhere. I don't know where.
You've only experience you've acquired is from your issue zeros.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
And
But
I owe somebody something. I think I owed you. I owe Flux a new drive.
a talent.
A +1 to one of my talents that I used.
Yeah, I need to listen to that session.
Okay. I'll try and edit some tomorrow, and that way you can hear it.
Alright, everybody gets 5 experience, 1 for each session we've done.
Ooh.
What do you want to call the story arc?
Who sold the world? Yeah, I know. Whap, whap.
We should go ahead and put the American Indian there somewhere.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
Well, you spent most of it chasing Blink around, so temporal chase.
Don't blink.
Sir blinks a
Don't
lot.
Yeah, there you go.
Sir blinks a lot.
Don't comma blink. Exclamation.
Blinking echo terrorist.
No, I'm sticking with don't, comma, blink. Like that.
Alright, so Flux, you will get 2 additional experience for your actions throughout the last 5 sessions. XGen, you will get 2 extra experience due to your actions. And Savant will also get 2. You guys managed to even it out.
We
Nice. I got to tell my stories about my dad.
Yeah, Flux got a bonus experience in the first session for trying to talk it out with Blink and preventing her from engaging in combat. You also got one in the third session for being a tricky bastard.
5 sessions, 1 for each session.
Are you sure you said that?
Hmm?
I heard the other one.
So it's 7 total experience, right?
Yeah.
I just loved how I went ahead and I opened the door in the back of the bobby pin in that first scene.
Yeah, Savant got a bonus experience for going for the hostages first during the first session. And for reliving the glory days in this session.
Exgen got experience for Exgen Smash.
Actually, yes, that was one of yours. And you also got one for your use of your cyber brain during the third session.
Positron.
Sorry, positron brain.
Get that shit right.
How's a positron work? No one knows.
Just does. I think that's a fucking session.
But yeah, I wanted to keep track of interesting things you guys did throughout the session and award bonus XP. Worked out pretty well that you all came out even.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, now I just got to figure out how to turn off the security systems with that same bobby pin.
So you guys have fun with the first arc?
So enough.
That's weird, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Out. With the flautist being the actual mastermind.
Yeah. I enjoyed my red herring. That was fun.
Red herring.
Is what pup name Scooby-Doo now?
I used to really enjoy that. I think you guys actually sadly
Oh shoot! What was?
what a red herring was.
Why can't I remember that? Scooby Doo kid.
Is this the actual end of the story arc?
It's kind of a call it like a mid-season break.
Okay.
I fucking hate shit like that in TV shows.
Take it up with them.
Right, it's a chance for everything's been so rushed for you guys throughout the last couple sessions. You finally have a chance to take a break, do some of the stuff you've been meaning to do, and I figured I'd award XP so you could spend it to upgrade things.
Okay.
Yeah, you spend like the next day or two recovering from the last 2 days of constant action.
Yeah, because I get tired of dealing with these red herrings. Let's now show a picture of the red herring.
Yeah, I know what red herring looks like. I watched the show.
No, I was Archie baby. So.
Shaking my head.
Yeah. I just didn't have the pup named Scooby Doo.
I was just asking if we wanted to do like
A fuck named Scooby-Doo.
No, I don't want to do a fuck name Scooby-Doo. If we were doing drives and stuff like that, but if we're in the middle of the story, then it should wait.
Yeah, I just didn't want to save it all till the very end. I figured I'd give you guys like some halfway through and the rest at the end.
So we took care of the drives and stuff that we were talking about before.
Yeah, everything for the issue 0 has been done except for Krista awarding something to Flux. But she has to listen to the episode again to do that.
I was like dead asleep. I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
When's
This was just all the experience you guys have accrued up to this point being awarded.
wait? Not
After
that-
tax season.
So like May.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I'm not really enjoying it. It's just curiosity.
I'm hoping I can have this story arc done by then.
Yeah, well, you figure the end of the tax season is officially on the 18th in the United States.
I kind of figured that he have some post, taxes due stuff because people do file extensions and things like that.
Yeah, so you figure by the end of April. So you figure by the 3rd.
Hopefully I can actually finish everything up in 4, because now you guys have a better idea of what's going on. All the important people have been introduced. You know the stakes.
Now we just gotta see how the media is gonna handle us.
Yep.
So I've been gaming with you guys for over a year. Interesting.
And we all still hate each other.
Yes, we do. My
We
baby.
don't hate each other.
Yuppers.
Well, I'm pretty sure Chris and I hate each other, so at the very least.
It's a sexual tension.
Which one, in the school?
Wait, what?
What?
No, I was saying which game is the sexual attention here. I didn't recognize it.
Oh, there's no game, Archie.
Oh, no, there's gay.
Oh,
Recognized game right there.
Like, Archie, I don't know if you know this, but Riker's actually Mike's kid.
That's why he looks Mexican.
Exactly.
What?
All right, now I'm confused.
You want to try that again?
It was immaculate conception. Mike got on camera one time and looked at me, and bam.
I have that effect on ladies. That's why I keep my camera hidden. I'm trying to cut down on pregnancy.
Oh, man. You're that good, huh?
Yeah, you got to watch out for that twinkle in my eye.
Is that twinkle, really?
Yes.
Lady.
Ladies.
There for a substance in your eye.
Ooh.
Ladies. Every time I go, oh my. That's another pregnancy.
The Archie's like, I can't stare at the screen just in case Mike pulls his camera back out. I can't afford to get pregnant.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
I think if Archie got pregnant, someone would pay for it.
For the pregnancy or the baby?
Both. Because if Archie...
Oh my.
Say again?
Ladies.
I can't hear the comment,
Again.
Dave.
Oh my.
Ovens...
Ladies. There you go.
What are you doing?
Mina in your hair.
Ow. You're such a...
Oh, they're asking me. I was just pouring my soda.
I was trying to be all sexy for the camera.
Good luck.
I just wanted to turn the faces. Nothing getting out of this.
So, on a different note, how's everyone feel about the campaign so far?
Sorry. I think it's fun.
It's been fine. It's the whole elemental thing was a weird direction that I didn't expect to go through.
This blanket smells like a foot.
Yes, it does.
Well, I knew as soon as I started talking about somebody playing a flute, Dave would recognize the character, so that was fun.
Well, since I helped you design the character, I immediately shut the fuck up. Like, I did not want to spoil that for everybody else.
Well, I haven't seen a Pied Piper since Wonder Woman, so.
That was a different kind of snake charmer.
Oh my. Not a pregnancy.
Uh,
I like the idea of taking the character and I didn't really have to do much to alter his backstory to make him a villain.
Mhm.
Just change his outlook on life.
I think I remember you mentioning this before.
Different character.
The musician character was originally going to be the character I played for the school game.
Mm.
Back when you were going to be the plant lady, I think.
I thought that was me being the plant lady.
Yeah.
Was that you? Nah, I couldn't remember
Yeah.
who was the plant lady.
Tulip
The only other thing I was gonna be was a.
was her name. Yeah, before I went with another Brazilian.
Yep. I think my elementals did pretty well. You guys did a very good job of controlling and bashing them down.
Wood Rouge?
I try to. I'm trying to play Flux. You know, like I try and play it like I'm looking at a comic book. And hopefully that's not too obnoxious for you. Since I realize I'm doing a lot of things that aren't just I hit them.
I'm fine with that.
Since most of I haven't really used much of my mental acuity, I think. Most of my stuff has been kind of on the physical side anyway. I mean,
instead of like describing my attack as punching somebody, I describe my attack as I take the fire elementals and put them in front of the water elementals.
I try to snap up my martial arts description.
All right.
Extra smash.
And Savant has used her photographic abilities. Once for the whole
Oh,
the
yeah?
speed reading to try and then the memorizing of all the information was your mental abilities. Your ability to mimic phrase martial arts and put her down quicker was another one.
But yeah, I think the next session we're going to be doing a lot more.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance it with like kind of trying to keep it like every other session, with like investigation here, combat here, trying not to flood you with either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just still got to figure out what happened to our dad.
Oh, don't worry, I have an idea of that.
Ooh.
I will say if you want to have more of both in our sessions, because our sessions seem to run about 2 to 3 hours, you can usually throw like just some background characters as a combat, and that can run pretty fast.
Well, that's what the elementals were.
Huh? Yeah, but we didn't actually fight the flautist. We ended up talking him down.
We've been good about that lately.
Well, when I set up that account there was no intention of you actually fighting him. I just expected you guys to combat the elementals directly. But Flux being Flux made everything more difficult.
Yeah, I know. I seem to really fuck with your plans.
You're very good at that.
The problem is
And I
that
keep awarding you bonus XP for it.
See, Dave, it comes with your concept. Your concept is very different from any other character I've worked with. Just imagine trying to do your character as a freaking hero. As some other system that we're not talking about.
Well, I'm going to edit all this out, and I could never do this character in Hero System. I could probably do it in Icons, though.
Oh, Icons, yeah. I think you could.
Just like
do it.
I couldn't actually make a useful version of Blink in Hero. Blink literally has no way of dealing damage, short of reflecting attacks.
If he had to talk the guy down, I was going to go ahead and throw my shield against the freaking wall. That was my next plan.
Yeah, I kept trying to give you guys subtle hints that you weren't having all that much trouble hitting them. You guys could have done more damage against the elementals if you'd wanted to.
Okay. Well, there was something about that was... I already have heavy blow already set up in my attack, and I already have 38 plus 5 dice with the heavy blow. I don't think I can make it any more damaging.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
yeah. For every additional 10, you get another 3 damage. So you drop it to 28, add another 3 damage. Drop it to 18, add yet another 3 damage. It's a 10 for 3 equation.
Ah. So I could have probably gotten away with bringing it down to 28 and getting a heavy blow times 2.
You probably could have taken it all the way down to 18.
Yeah, the only time it even remotely came close to you not beating the Earth Elemental's attacks was when I rolled high.
I like that we're getting better at using the interrupting action and the flexible initiative.
Yeah, you guys took very good advantage of that, seeing as how you were fighting what basically amounted to a mindless golem whose only purpose was to continuously attack you. I wanted to see how you would react if it just did nothing but try to hit you. And you reacted quite well. You interrupted it effectively, kept it from hurting you, and took them all down.
You know what I have to say about that? The only reason I'm acting as tactical as I have been in this game because in my Wednesday game, we got this guy who's really pushing the tactics angle of our fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just making me think about it more. But then again, Savant is supposed to be a lot more of a better martial artist than, let's say, Psychic. Psychic wouldn't. I don't think Psychic would have attacked in the same way. Not in my head, anyway.
I mean, both X-Gen and Savant did a very good job of both dishing out damage and protecting each other. Neither of you got hit once that entire fight, despite the fact that you were pretty much 3 against 2. You kept them locked down, you kept them from damaging you, and you basically ripped them apart.
I'm not worried about it. Savant can kick Psychic's ass. Although she probably would say something to the camera of that.
So, I thought you guys did quite expertly at that.
Alright. I need to hurry up. I need to go ahead and finish up my bio for Savant.
Only way that fight could have gone better is if Frey and the demon got free. Blink was on hand to teleport them away, just in case.
Well, I'm glad I could fuck that up.
I don't know. Okay, now, not to play I'm going to play devil's advocate because one of the things that probably could have done to get them out of there was to go ahead and use that portal teleport thing to drop a gas grenade into cars. And then, and then while they're busy trying to deal with that, you could have teleported each of the guys one by one.
Right, but a gas grenade would have risked injuring them in an enclosed space. Blink is very adamant against hurting people.
Or you could have got lucky and freaking grabbed both of them at the same time.
I've tried to drop hints towards any kind of limitations regarding Blink's abilities, based on what you guys seen so far.
Well, I think next session, a portion of it for Flux is going to be trying to sort out her limitations.
Savant really needs to try to go ahead and try to get herself more acclimated to the 21st century. She feels like Buck Rogers. The serial, not the freaking TV show.
She wouldn't be aware of the TV show.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm going to head on out, guys.
Alright.
It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down.
Really?